3 minutes to start.
So competitors in the first race, the Masters men's lightweight and open category, and the senior Masters men are coming out on the floor. Please, athletes, remember that you come in through the gate, stay behind the rowing machines, have the officials assist you with your monitors. Because of the wiring systems, we prefer that you do not walk forward through the machines. If you were to trip on the wire and disconnect something, it would start a major conflict. Nice to see you, sir. I noticed, oh no, it's the next race. I think I noticed race at the Open. I saw Mel LaForme's name. So in this first race, watching on lane number 1, our unaffiliated our 30 to 39 lightweight male, Nick Zhang. And then on ergs number 5 to 14, we have our 30 and over category. And with Peter McClelland, last year's second place finisher, sitting on erg number 8. And then over on the far side, on ergs number 23 to 32, we have our 40 and over category. And watching for David Fisman on erg number 28, last year's winner of this event. Last year competing for Hanlon Boat Club, and this year for Skullhouse Rowing. One of the vendors today. But right next to him is Mike Mandel, and he's pretty competitive, so we're going to have to watch out for that. Now, all of the rowers did submit if they had a personal best time. So the lanes are somewhat seated based on these times. And for those competitors thinking of racing today, just a reminder, you cannot have earplugs in. We want to make sure you can hear any announcements or any problems that might happen.
Stop rowing and prepare for the start.
So on the big screen, you will see the monitors that are still recognizing the wheel spinning, because the wheels have to stop before the race can progress.
Sit ready. Attention.
So last year's winner of the 30 to 39 was a time of 6:16, and Peter McClelland was 6:18.9. And we're going to wait to see who can beat those times. Right next to Peter McClelland, we have Aubrey Oldham of Leander Boat Club, another very competitive rower. Sometimes, for those of you young people watching, some of these rowers did row on the national team in the days gone by. And then a number of them, anytime you see an unaffiliated entry, often you can predict that those might be either from CrossFit or personal training. So if you are looking at the draw, with a printed draw that is, you will see their club affiliations. And on the big screen, you will notice the boats are then reorganized based on who is in front as you see them going across. The number on the far right, that's their split, the 500-meter split that you're looking at. And you see the stroke rate they're rowing at. That's how many strokes a minute for those of you not familiar with rowing. So here we are approaching the first 500-meter mark. And it looks like James Sheehan of Montreal is doing extremely well in that 30 to 39 category. Still sitting at a 132 average. Sheehan is on erg number 12. You can see that strong drive, big legs. We'll see if he's pacing himself well. You see his split has gone up to 135, so we'll see if McClelland is just going to sit at that 135, 136 number. These are impressive splits for these guys. And then over in the 40 to 49 category, we have a tight race going on over there. Fisman moving up slightly through the field. He's used to this pacing, so we'll see how he can do over there. That's Glenn Young of CrossFit Pickering. And Ed Malinar, unaffiliated entry. James Sheehan still staying in the lead in that 30 and over, Amplitusian. That's his club. McClelland just sitting 40 meters behind and trying to edge up. They've both settled into their stroke rate in the middle of the race. This middle section is the important section, this third 500. If they're staying consistent, they're staying solid. This is when they have to have a mental toughness right in here. Sheehan still sitting in that lead on erg number 12. McClelland slowly closing that gap now on erg number 8, with Oldham just behind him in third position. When they hit that final 500, they know it's only a minute and a half to go, so that's a big push as they start to go for it. McClelland getting closer and closer. He's only 19 behind now. But the battle in the older category, the 40 and over, is staying tight. Fisman trying to move up still, 9 meters back, and he's just trying to creep up, but he's fighting hard with Glenn Young. Young starting to make a big push, though. He's moving away further. Okay, McClelland down to 10 meters behind, and here he comes. Looks as though he might be able to get it. We'll see what kind of finish he has. Last 250, that's 45 seconds to go. You can tell that Western uniform. He's used to rowing. He knows what he's doing. University of Western Ontario alumni on erg number 8. Can he do it? He's moving back to 10 meters. Sheehan making it push now. He's up to 33 strokes a minute. Look at the splits. 133, 136. Who's going to make it here in the last 30 seconds? Seven meters. Who's going to get it? And over on the other side, it's still 33 meters. It looks as though Glenn Young is going to hold on to that race. Glenn Young from CrossFit Pickering. And here they come. Now, don't forget, some of these rowers have weighed in earlier today. We only had one lightweight in this field over on erg number 1. That was Nick Zhang. Lightweight for guys, under that 165 or 72.5 kilograms. Almost an identical winning time in the Masters 30 to 39 category. Just a half second slower than last year. And Glenn Young just a second and a half ahead of last year's finishing time in that category. Great racing in this 30 to 39 and 40 to 49 category. Our next race is the 9:15 race, which is a very large mix of categories. This includes our after 50, the categories go into 5-year age groups. And so we have lightweight 50 to 54 and 55, 59. Then we have the open weight 50 to 54, 50 to 55, 59. And then our only lightweight in the veterans category of 65, 69, our only competitor. And then we have 5 in the 60 to 64. And let's cheer our last competitor on. Here comes Vincent Lin. Unaffiliated entry. That's our 40 and over category. Now, a lot of competitors start off just by training on these machines. A lot of people think of them as training tools, not as racing tools. So a lot of these competitors aren't as familiar with the 2K racing as these ex-rowers. Sure, yeah, sure. That's all right, that's great. I hate throwing things on the floor, but I think I'm going to be.
Here, give me your 9. I can take it.
Oh, no, I keep it because it's
you wanna
I
keep
write
it?
down winning times.
Okay.
Until I get results. Gotta figure out what-
Another chair? Why not bring another chair?
Maybe I'll use the chair. Great idea. So we have 4 minutes to the start of our next race. The rowers are lining up at the gate, ready to come in with their race cards. The next race, the 9:15 race. Lightweight men 50 and over, and open weight men 50 and over, with our oldest competitor in this event, Bob Hawkins, racing on erg number 32. He's the 80 and over category.
Three minutes to start.
So again, looking up the screen, here's where we start to see our color selection. All the different age categories. In the 50 to 54 lightweight, on ergs number 1 to 3, we have last year's winner was Paul Gauguin from Hanlon with a 7:13. In the lightweight 55-59 on ergs number 5 and 6, that's last year's winner. Scott Patterson is back. He was from Skullhouse Rowing, so we're going to see if he can beat his time of last year from 7:11.4. In the open weight 50 to 54, we have 3 competitors, ergs number 8 to 10. Last year's winner was Andrew Smith, but he's moved up and in the age category. Andrew Smith will be officiating later today, I believe. Oh, shaking it. Oh, yes, okay. He's from Western. Then in the 55-59 category, we have 5 competitors. That includes Andrew Smith. Last year's winner was Simon Vullios from Don Rowing Club with a 6:44. Smith is going to kill that time. We have 1 competitor in the lightweight 65-69. Then we move to the 60 to 64 category. We have 5 competitors. Last year's winner was Jim Dwyer. I don't see his name on the list, so he's probably working the race. And then over 70 to 74, last year's winner was Walt Krawick of Ridley Boat Club. He's not here. Sore shoulder, I was told. Winning time last year is 7:14.7. We have only 1 competitor in 75-79, and our oldest competitor of the regatta is Bob Hawkins. He's back to try to repeat. 84 years young.
Stop rowing and prepare for the start.
Let's cheer him on in. He did a 9:02.7 last year. Let's see what he can do.
Sit ready. Attention.
And we're starting exactly on time at 9:15 for this mixed race of the 50 and over categories, lightweight and open weight. We've got a number of people who raced last year. And again, you're watching the different age categories as well as the overall. So now they're settling into their stroke rate. Some you can see already under that 30 stroke rate. That tends to be sort of a magic number for a lot of competitors. In the lead for everyone, that's Andrew Smith, last year's winner of the 50 to 54 category. Last year's time for Andrew was only 17 seconds off the world record time. So he's obviously really pushing it this year. The world record in his category is 6:12.6. So we're going to see if he can get anywhere close to that and really try to maybe break a world record at this year's event. His qualifying time to go to the World Indoors is 6:26.9. To see a role model like Andrew is really good, to realize that he is an official, a chief umpire, and still a competitor. And that's the 55 and over category. And look at Bob Hawkins at 84 years young, still sitting at 218 splits. That's impressive. Last year he averaged about a 216. So that's Alex Pond in the 60 and over category on erg number 23 in the lead over there. And a tight race still in the 70 and over category from Martin Timagati and Terry Chappell. Still a tight race in the lightweight men's race on ergs number 1 to 3. That's Timothy Transiscus of Kansas City Rowing Club in the lead there, but still not that far ahead. And then we have Scott Patterson leading the lightweight men 55 to 59 from Skullhouse Rowing. That's Peter Stiles of Western Rowing Club leading the 50 and over category. And Andrew Smith isn't walking away with that race in this 60 and over, and 55 and over. He's being pushed still by Franz Bowmans of unaffiliated entry. The two of them sitting right next to each other on ergs 14 and 15. So I'm sure their eyes are looking back and forth to see what the other guy is doing. And then it's still Alex Pond leading the 60 and over category. Terry Chappelle holding on to the slight lead in the 70 and over category. Bob Bubba, the only competitor in the 75 to 79 category from Argonauts. And Bob Hawkins still staying solid over there on the far side on erg number 32. Here they come into the last 250, and look at the battle still in the 55 and over. And here they go, the last 100 meters. Now, some of these guys are being cheered on by their own athletes because they may be a coach. The head coach at Don Rowing Club, Horacio Tindilla, number 8, pushing for the finish. A lot of times coaches don't have time for that rowing stuff. And Peter Stiles taking his category, the 50 and over. Coming into the last 10 strokes for these guys, taking it home. Even Bob Hawkins only has a minute and a half to go. Let's cheer these guys on at the finish. Nice job, these guys. Look at them go. And let's cheer on Hawkins. It's about 60 meters to go. And his split's coming down. If we cheer him on, he's going to get even better and better. 84 years young. Uh-oh, his rate's going up higher and higher. Now, normally when the rate goes up, the split has to go down. And look at that, 9:06. .216 average. What a job. Good job, Bob. Now that's the end of the Masters guys, which is the 30 and over category. Now we're going to move to the Women's Masters, and this is, again, a huge range of ages. We have 2 in the lightweight women, 30 and 39. Last year's winner was Emily Tsay from Unaffiliated with a 9:59. We're going to get somebody faster than that, for sure. Kristen Jeffrey has been on the national team. She knows what she's doing. Then in the 30 and over category, we've got 9 competitors. Last year's winner was Jamie Bell of Ottawa. Now, second was Charlotte Sobolowski, and I believe she's back. Yeah, she's on erg number 9. Then in the Senior Masters lightweight, 40 to 49, we have 3 competitors, and Leanne Ginty is back from Jet Start. She's seeing if she can repeat that winning. I must say, I forgot to mention Elaine Brett Evans from Dawn Rowing Club in the 30 and over category. She's extremely competitive. Just moved into this these masters categories. Some people don't want to give up and go into the 30 and over. They still want to stay in the open. Then in the 40 and over, in the open weight, we have 3 competitors. Last year's winner, Audrey Farek, is back from Esprit, and second place Moriarty was also back. There are only 3 competitors in that event. Last year she was 7:31.4.
We are 2 minutes to start.
Give them to me, I would say, put them here where the water is. Then we're moving into the lightweight women, 50 and over. We only have 1 competitor in that field. 3 in the open 50 to 54 category. Last year won by Michelle Rumney, unaffiliated, with a 7:56. Always a goal of breaking the 8-minute mark. In the 60 to 64 category, Ellen Pazior is back. Last year she qualified for the Crash B, but this year's time qualifying is even faster, so that'll be tough for her. The qualifying time is 7:41.5, just to inspire Ellen a little bit over there. She's on erg number 28. Then we have 2 competitors in the 70 and over category. And last year had nobody in that race. So if they can break 8:16.6, depending on their age, wasn't given a specific ages for these competitors. We'll see what they can do. In the over 70 category, the world record for female women is 8:12.7. So for those young rowers coming up, just to make you realize, keep on going, and you might keep getting better and better. And just a reminder again, you have to beat somebody in your category to win a medal.
The race will start as the final athlete is seated.
Just a reminder, if you're in the next race, you're expected to be at the gate 5 minutes before your race so that you can be on your erg and finish your warm-up.
Stop rowing and prepare for the start. Sit ready. Attention.
Hey, a wide range of ages in this category, in this race now. 30 and over, lightweight and open weight women. All the way up to our oldest competitors in the 70-plus age group. And again, some of these rowers are coaches. Some of them are spouses of coaches. I see some names I'm quite familiar. We'll start to see them settle out in a little bit. Normally by the 400 meters gone, they're starting to settle into their rate. Now, most of the rowers, when they enter, do submit a personal best time, so it helps to be able to seed them within their age group. Okay, they've now settled into their rate. You can start to see their stroke rates being much more consistent. You notice some of these rowers like to row at about a low rate. You'll see some in the 26 to 28 range. And then you see a lot of competitors in the 30 to 34 range. So, just a question of personal preference. Still a very tight battle in that 40 and over category between Audrey Farek and Anne Moriarty, last year's first and second place finishers. And still pretty close over in the 30 and over category, Elaine Brett Evans of Don Rowing Club and Brenda McClure of Tilsonburg Rowing Club. And just behind them, it's last year's winner, Charlotte Sobolowski. Second place last year. Then in the 40 and over lightweight category, Leanne Ginty, last year's winner from Evolution PC, has got the lead. We'll see if she stays out there. Diane Martin's our only lightweight women 50 and over category, and she's from Durham Rowing Club. And then in the 50 and over category, it's Julia Fournier from Ottawa Rowing Club in the lead. In the 60 and over category, Ellen Pazador trying to beat her time last year, 61 years young. And then in our 70 and over category, it's Elaine Burston of Bowery Rowing Club in the lead. Coming through that 1,000-meter mark, that's the halfway point. This is the 500 that everybody tries to stay really consistent, really strong. Let's sort of watch some of the technique from some of these rowers and non-rowers alike. You'll see the strong leg drive. You'll see the body, the core. All-round sport here, rowing. Solid legs. Good posture, good arms and shoulder muscles, and of course, lots of endurance for these 8-minute races. Continues to be Kristen Jeffrey in the lead from Skullhouse Rowing on erg number 2 in the lightweight 30 and over. Elaine Brett Evans still in the lead in the 50 and over category, but not way out in front, only 37 meters ahead. Leanne Ginty continues to hold on from Evolution PC in the 40 and over lightweight category. Audrey Freck now moving into a solid lead in the 40 and over. She's from Esprit. Diane Martin, though she's the only competitor, is going to battle it out a little bit, trying to stay in line with all the others. She's just behind Julia Fournier who's from the open weight category. Diane's a lightweight. Julia Fournier leading the open weight 50 and over category. Ellen Pazior really fighting to stay ahead of all those youngsters. She's in the 60 and over category. And Elaine Burston still in the lead in the 70 and over from Barrie Rowing Club. All in coming into that last 500 meters. Let's see who can make the big push for the finish. It's about 1 minute to go for those competitors. Everybody with a race plan, knowing exactly when they want to start their big push for the finish. Looks as though right now Elaine Brett Evans has the fastest time in this whole race.
Let's go, Abe, let's go! Finish it now, Amy.
Here they go into the finish. Look at the strong legs these rowers have. Dynamic, good posture. And it was Kristen Jeffrey winning the lightweight 30 and over. Just behind Elaine Brett Evans, winning the open weight 30 and over. And Audrey Farek, solid with a 7:34. Just 3 seconds slower than last year's winning time. Julia Fournier is actually 15 seconds ahead of last year's winning time in that category. 7:49. Ellen Pazior, just a second slower than last year, or less than a full second behind. Okay, let's cheer them on in this last 250 meters. You can almost count the strokes as you watch them rowing. Elaine is at 26 strokes a minute, so every stroke, she's trying to keep that consistency. That's erg number 32 in the pink shirt. That's Elaine's an official, a coach, masters rower. And here they go, last few strokes for these rowers. Big leg drive, big push. Okay. 15 strokes left for Claire Vendramini. Look at the meters counting down. 66 meters to go. Big push here in the last 8 strokes. These were our 2 oldest competitors in the women's racing today. Awesome job, great job. You know something that would help for next year? We didn't know the ages in the 2 oldest categories. I ran over and found out that the guy was 84.
Oh, okay,
But it would be really good if you could mention that to Barb.
Okay.
Because I know it's on the registration stuff.
Okay.
I can't find it on the website. It doesn't show it.
Okay, just because.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she has it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Thanks. Now we move to our young competitors, the under 17 lightweight girls. We have 2 races in this field. There are so many entries, 56 entries. And for all those masters, if you're wondering, the medal presentation, which is for the top 3 if there are 4 or more competitors, top 2 if there are 3 or more, those are scheduled to be about 10 o'clock. We will announce those times. So our next race, the under 17 lightweight girls. We have 2 races of these girls. They all had to weigh in earlier today, so when they arrived, they weighed in. 56 competitors. Last year, there were 61. A lot of these girls, this is their first race ever. There's also a novice category later in the day. That's for 1,000-meter racing for real novices, but it's also for the under 15 category. So that's the younger category. Last year's winner of the under 17 lightweight girls was Charlotte Drennan of Grimsby Secondary School with a 7:58.8. She's going to be racing this year in the under 19. So again, all of these competitors did submit a personal best time, or if they didn't, they are then unseated into the outer lanes.
One minute to start.
Canadian indoors, time team, video. Canadian indoors. Indoors. So you go from the Canadian indoor rowing. Yep. Hit time team. Okay. Yep. And hit the live button. Live. Yep. Okay. All these, you don't need to tell them all that top. Okay. Yep. Yep. Awesome.
Stop rowing and prepare for the start. Sit ready. Attention.
So just a reminder, we have 2 flights of this under 17 lightweight girls. Okay. 61? I think 61. So last year's winner, 7:58.8. That's just under a 2-minute average. Now, if you're not watching the racing, you could watch your phone. These races are being streamed live. You can let your friends know at home. If you go to the Canadian Indoors website, then go down to the time team, then go find the live button at the top, you can watch what you are seeing right now on the big screen and in the racing. Okay, they're settling into their rhythm now. Just coming up to the 300-meter mark to go. You notice again, the ergs are all getting reorganized based on split time. Just a reminder, these are lightweight girls. They all weighed in earlier today. 61 kilograms is the max weight for lightweights. And 75 kilograms for the guys. Okay, they've locked into their split. They're into that second 500 meters. And that's Grace Weaver of Grimsby Secondary School in the lead. Grimsby was the winner last year. Trying to stay at that 2 minutes average split. That's always the big goal for these rowers. The first year they row, the goal is to break 9 minutes. That's a 2:15 average. Then they get into trying to break 8:30. Then 8:15. These improvements are huge, and it takes experience and it takes focus. And you'll notice a lot of different high schools competing, as well as clubs. We have rowers from Havergal, St. Mary's, Blessed Trinity, E.L. Crosley, Branksome Hall, Ridley College, and Grimsby Secondary. And then we have some competing as their clubs from Don Rowing Club, for many of these rowers, this is their first race, and they're all gaining experience to get ready for the spring season ahead. The last erg competition of the year is the March 2nd Ontario Championships, where rowers will be in their high school categories. So in that category, there is lightweight and midweight, which is what's going on in the high school rowing season ahead. So here, this is the 61 kilogram under 17 girls. So settling into that, coming through that, past that 1,000-meter mark and into that third 500. Grace still sitting at exactly that 2-minute split. Seeing if she can beat Charlotte Drennan's time of last year with a 7:58.8. It looks as though she's on track. In second place right now, it's Erica Porter of Don Rowing Club. But close behind her, it's Rachel Turnbull of Havergal. Don't forget, this is the first heat of 2. Are you giving me results? Great. Because I don't have the rest of the men's results. I only have 2.
No, I gave
Or
you.
You only gave me these two. Yeah, because she knows. Okay, coming into that last 500. Grace is trying to beat that time from last year, and it looks as though she's on track. Last 250. Erica Porter still in second, but it's not that and the closest for right now, third, with Rachel Turnbull. And that's Emerson Secord of E.L. Crosley just moving up a little bit with a big finish. And here they come in that last minute. 250 meters to go. That's just over a minute to go for most competitors. This is when they have to sit really tall, be really solid, be quick with the legs. Grace Weaver really dropping it down. $751.9. This is when they have to really be quick. Big push here now. Here comes Erica. Here they go. Last 20 strokes for some of these rowers. Right to the end. She put them in a different place, so I didn't know I had them. Okay, thanks. Okay, that was the first flight of the Junior B or under 17 lightweight girls. Let's cheer them on in. The last few competitors coming into the end now. The big push for the finish. Big leg drive, big push.
Here to take over for the camera. We're swapping.
Yep, I saw you earlier.
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Let's cheer it on in. That's Tegan Cooter of St. Mary's. 25 meters to go. Here she is. first race of her life, I bet. Good job, Tegan.
It just gets updated in the system. Thanks. But we don't know what got updated. So when you have to start marking this up, so it's okay, this time. So I don't get here.
I'm only marking it if I don't get the announcement. Okay, we're getting ready for all the medal presentations of all the Masters events. We have Mike Forgeron presenting medals. He's the Olympic men's 8 gold medalist from the 92 Olympics. I think he's racing later today in the open category. We're going to start off with the men's Masters races. If we have our competitors around, could we get them to the announcing to the podium? We'll start off with the Masters men's 30 and over. We had 11 competitors. In third place from Leander Boat Club, it's Aubrey Oldham. In second, from the University of Western Ontario alumni, Peter McClelland. And in first place overall from Montreal, Amplitusian, James Sheehan. That's the 30 and over men. Please come forward for the medals.
We are 1 minute to start.
On the ergs right now is the second flight of the women's lightweight girls, under 17. As soon as this race has started, we'll get into more medal presentations. So make sure all masters and senior masters and veterans, men and women who are getting medals are over at the podium area, please. We want to make sure we can take pictures as well. And those spectators who are standing right in front of ergs that are on the podium, you're going to have to move. If you heard me, I don't see you moving.
Stop rowing
People in
and
the red
prepare for the
sweatshirts.
start.
Red sweatshirts off the podium area, please. Thank you. This is the under 17 lightweight girls, second flight.
Sit ready. Attention.
Now, let's continue with those medal presentations. The 40 and over men category. In third, we have 10 competitors. In third place from Leander Boat Club, Paul Cerrone. Second from Skullhouse Rowings, David Fisman. And in first from CrossFit Pickering, Glenn Young. That's the 40 and over category. Winning time, 6:34.6. Congratulations. So the 30 and over men, please come back forward for your medals. I didn't see you up there. Aubrey Oldham, Peter McClelland, James Sheehan, 30 and over medals. Winning time in the first flight of this race was 7:51.9, so we'll see if anybody can be close. Coming forward for medals now in the 40 and over men. That will be next. '40 and over men, that's Paul Cerrone, Leander Boat Club. Second, David Fisman of Skullhouse Rowing. And first, from CrossFit Pickering, Glenn Young with a time of 6:34.6.
I've got a question here. She's marked there two medals. There shouldn't be.
Yep, that's what I thought. So you better, and now, next one, she's got one medal listed for that person. It's not 8? No medal. That's what I thought. So better get her on track.
Come on, Maggie, hard.
So the 40 and over category, I hope you've come forward for your medals.
Drive, Maggie. That's it, Maggie. Drive through. All the way.
Cerrone, Fisman, and Young, please come on to the medal platform. Following that will be our one medalist in the 50 and over lightweight, David Borden. Medalists, please, please be ready. 40 and over, onto the medal platform. Paul Cerrone, David Fisman, Glenn Young. Now. Even if all three are not there, we have to get these medals going on. Those who are cheering, you must not be near the medal platform. Following this race will be the one medal for the lightweight men, 50 and over, David Borden. Hi there. How goes it?
There you go.
Hi there.
I have a
Yep. Hard. Don't forget to breathe. Hard.
Everyone wants to see when they're there.
They're there now.
I know.
Yes.
Medals again are being presented by Mike Forgeron from the Olympic men's 8 that got a gold medal in the 92 Olympics. He's competed in various international rowing competitions, including the Pan Am Games, and he was an inductee into the Canadian Olympic and Nova Scotia Halls of Fame. Mike will be racing later today in the open category, even though he is one of the masters. Coming forward next in the lightweight men, 50 and over, the winner, David Borden, gold medal from Skullhouse Rowing, 7:29.5. The lightweight men winner, please come forward. Again, a reminder, you had to beat someone to get a medal, except for the 80 and over category, the oldest categories. The next medals will be presented to the 50 and over open weight category. Our competitor in the lead, it's Bella Durchak of Leander Boat Club. Behind her, it's Zoe Zerkak, also of Leander. And then it's Don Rowing Club's Kristen Till. We'll see if they can beat the times from that first heat. The winning time under 8 minutes, 7:51.9. Second place was 8:27. Looks as though we're going to have some medals in this group here as they approach the last 250. Okay, here they come. Last 100 meters. What a battle. Kristen Till has just moved into second. They're going for it. Who's going to get the top place in this event? Under 17 lightweight girls. It looks as though we've got a couple of medals out of this flight in the under 17 lightweight girls. Remember, we had a winning time in the first race of 7:51. Okay, next medal presentations will be the 55 and over. We had 5 competitors, so we have 3 medals. In third place from Barrie Rowing Club, Matt Glaben. Second, unaffiliated, Franz Bowmans. And in first, from Western Rowing Club, it's Andrew Smith. That's the 55 and over master veterans men, winning time of 6:30.6. So on the medals right now, that's our 55 and over veterans category. Matt Glaben, Franz Bowmans, and Andrew Smith. Congratulations to those 55 men. The next race coming up will be the first of the open weight under 17 girls. Just a reminder to all competitors, do not let that erg handle drop or fly when you're done. You break the monitor, the next person can't race. That makes a big problem for this event. So reminder to competitors when you come in, ask your lane official in the bright shirt to assist you with your monitor and your event setting. Start rowing. She will be able to help you with a drag factor, and you adjust your foot height. Last year's winner of the under 17 girls was Alexandra Pigeon of Montreal with a 7:33.5. She only won it by 1.6 seconds, so we're going to see how tight it can be. Now, scary thing to hear, the world record in this under 17 category, 6:46. .646, that's a 141.5 average split. If you can imagine anybody under 17 getting a time that fast, it's amazing. So it looks as though we're going to have to get the times all organized from that under 17 lightweight race. We had the fastest competitor in the first heat, and then we had, I think, second and third place in that second heat. So with 32 ergs, you'll see that we have 36 in this event. We have 2 flights. I believe we have a medal presentation going on right now, I think, for our winner of the 50 and over lightweight men, David Borden of Skullhouse Rowing.
1 minute to start.
Just a reminder, you can tell people if they aren't here, they can be watching this live on their phone or on their computer at home. Go to the Canadian Indoors website, check out the time team, and then click on live at the top, and you will see the big screen. You'll see all of this excitement.
Stop rowing and prepare for the start.
Again, this is the first flight under 17.
Sit ready. Attention.
Most of these girls now, they've got a race plan. They're trying to follow it. They're almost counting strokes or focusing on different things. Okay, settling into that second 500 meters now. Okay, locking into that split. The next medal presentation is Bob Hawkins in the over 80. He was our oldest competitor today, winner of the 80 and over category. Bob Hawkins, unaffiliated entry with an amazing time of 9:06.9. Congratulations to our best role model of the regatta, Bob Hawkins. Okay, through the 1,000-meter mark. It continues to be Havergal College, Emlyn Vermoseth. And just behind her, it's Zella James of Ottawa Rowing Club. And then right now in third, it's Simone Ulikas of Havergal. So redoing the awards for the lightweight men, 50 and over. Now in second place is David Borden of Skullhouse Rowing, and in first, Timothy Transiscus of Kansas City. Lightweight men, 50 and over, 2 medals. Please come forward. David Borden and Timothy Transiscus. Coming into that last 600 meters, it's a tight battle between Zella James and Emily Vermoseth. Ottawa and Havergal battling it out. Remember, this is the first heat of 2. Zella looks like she might be moving. Can she get first place? She is in front now. 500 meters to go. Already having presented medals in the 50 and over category. In second place, Don Rowing Club's head coach, Horacio Tindella. And in first was Peter Stiles of Western Rowing Club with a 7:06.6. And here they come into that last minute of the race. Zella James having taken over first. all the way from Ottawa Rowing Club. And here they come through the finish, 7:53 for our leader, Zella James. Let's see how that second race is going to go after this, but we've got some competitors still coming into the finish. This is their big sprint now as they come into the last 100 meters. 15 strokes, sitting really tall, jumping on those legs, being really quick. Again, we have competitors here from Havergal, St. Mary's, Branksome Halls, Ridley College, Bishop Strand, Ottawa Rowing Club, Hanlon Boat Club, E.L. Crosley, Don Rowing Club, Greater Fort Erie Secondary School, Argonaut Rowing Club, Dennis Morris High School, and Blessed Trinity High School. Competitors from all of those different locations in this under-17 event. Now, we did miss some medal presentations. The veterans men, 60 to 64. In third, we had 5 competitors. Hugh Atkin, for unaffiliated. Second, David Cran, Barrie Rowing Club. And in first, unaffiliated entry, Alex Pond with a time of 6:56.6. That was the 60 and over category. We have a medal for the 70 and over category. 2 competitors. So our winner of the gold medal is Terry Chappell, unaffiliated entry, 7:46.7. And there is a medal for the 75 and over winner from Argonaut Rowing Club, Bob Bubba, with an 8:16.6. We're moving now into the women's medals. In the women's 30 to 39 category, 10 competitors. In third, Charlotte Soboleski from Skullhouse. Second, Melanie Roy of Esprit. And in first, Don Rowing Club's Elaine Brett Evans. Congratulations.
Three minutes to start.
Wrong person.
And then here's the draw for 10:30.
Okay, 10:30. Good. And you know what the difference is? There's no difference because they don't even have scratches on there. So just so you know, this is racing. That's results.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah. So what? Did we do the first place in this race? Lightweight women. Kristen Jeffrey. We did that.
That's done. Yes.
Okay. So next I'm doing. Next is the 40.
40 to 49.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, coming up to the medal area now, the lightweight women 40 to 49. 3 competitors. So in second place, our silver medal goes to Shauna DeRue, unaffiliated entry. In first place, the winner of the 40 and over lightweight women, Leanne Ginty, repeat winner in this event from Evolution PC with a time of 8:00.5. Previous to this, the medal for the lightweight women 30 and over, there were 2 competitors, was given out to Kristen Jeffrey from Skull House Rowing with a time of 7:34.0. On the ergs now is the second flight of
1
the
minute to start.
under 17 women. This should be slightly faster. Normally the races are seeded based on submitted times, though many of these competitors have never done their own submitted time. So we're going to see who we can have in this race. Winning time from the first race was 7:53. Last year, there were 41 competitors in this race. This year, 36. And as we said, the winner last year was 7:33.5. So we're going to see if we can get that time even faster this time. It was Alexandra Pigeon of Montreal Rowing Club.
Stop rowing and prepare for the start. Sit ready. Attention.
Okay, they've settled into their pace, coming into that second 500 meters. Again, these races were somewhat seeded based on submitted times. This is a chance to watch. Under 17, a number of these rowers have been competing for a year or two, so there's a fair bit more experience here. Let's watch to see the consistency of their technique. Watch to see their consistency of their split. On the right, you can see that split. Now, you notice there's a lot more rowers in the 20, 27, 28 range on their stroke rate because these guys are using their power, not just the stroke rate, to get the good splits. So locking into those splits right now. And on the monitor, these rowers are seeing where they're placing. So right now it's Dennis Morris, Riley Wake in the lead. Just behind her from Argonaut, Bella Jacknick. Jacknick. And in third place right now from Eon Crosley, that's Arden Cheroux. And it looks like a battle for third and fourth with Ella McRae of Ridley. Next medal presentation is the 40 and over Senior Masters women, with 2 competitors. Our gold medalist, Audrey Farek, please come forward. From Esprit, Audrey Farek, a repeat winner in the 40 and over category. And we only had 1 competitor in the lightweight 50 and over, Diane Martin. So unfortunately, she doesn't get a medal. So the next medals will be our 50 and over open weight women. That's Julia Fournier and Graciela Conde. Please come forward. The next medals going to the lightweight women 40 and over, Senior Masters lightweight, with 3 competitors. Our second place is Shauna Daru, unaffiliated entry. And first place goes to Leanne Ginty, a repeat winner again from Evolution PC, lightweight women 40 and over with a time of 8:00.5. Here they come into the last 500 meters. It's Riley Wake of Dennis Morris still in the lead. Bella Jakovic of Argonaut in second place. Let's see if they can be quick with the legs in this last 500 meters. Sitting up, quick legs, big pull with the arms. Last 50 strokes for these rowers. Riley Wake staying in front. But looks as though Bella is having some problems. Her split is going up. Can she hold on? It's Maddie Prince of Branksome moving up in third place right now. Can she break the gap? Behind them, it's Anna Palmenter of Don Rowing Club. Final meters, here they go, big finish. Look at the posture, sitting tall, jumping on those legs, really accelerating. Don't let go of the handles, rowers. Do not let go of those handles. It looks as though all of our medalists might be coming from this race. I think they're down there to the left of weigh-ins. I'm not positive. Are you posting results? No. Do you post results? No, your draw. Are they getting posted down there?
Yeah.
Okay, I just had somebody ask me.
Online too now.
I know.
We're just announcing this one we can't.
I already did her.
Okay, excellent.
I'm ready for 50 plus, 50 to 54. That was the end of the under 17 women racing. It looks as though all three medalists will come from that second flight. Just a reminder, for those looking for results, you can go online. They're being posted right away. But they are also being posted on the far end of the athlete area, down near the weigh-ins. Next medal presentation, the 50 and over veterans women. With three competitors, we have 2 medals. In second place from Dawn Rowing Club, Graciela Conde. And in first, Julia Fournier of Ottawa Rowing Club with a 7:41.6.
Three minutes to start.
And the next medal presentation in the 60 and over, 60 to 64. 2 competitors. Our gold medal goes to the unaffiliated entry, Ellen Pazior, with a time of 7:49.3. A repeat winner again. And both of our 70 and over women should be coming forward for medals. That's Claire Vendrami and Elaine Burston. Your medals will be next. Moving now to the under 17 lightweight men. They weighed in earlier today at 75 kilograms or less. Okay, medals for the 70 and over. The last of our Masters and Veterans medalists The women, veteran 70 and over. Congratulations to our two medalists. What great role models they are for us. In second place, silver medal goes to Scullhouse Rowing, Claire Vendramini. And in first place from Barrie Rowing Club, Elaine Burston with a time of 9:36.4. Congratulations. And again, we have two flights of these under 17 lightweight men. The second flight will be a combination of under 17 and under 17 lightweights. So in the first race, we have ergs number 6 through 27 of lightweights. Last year's winner was Eric Seawright of Don Rowing Club, who's actually moved up in category. In second place was Christian Goff of Don Rowing Club. So we have 33 competitors. Last year, there were 43 competitors in this event. They've still got a little bit of ways to go to the world record in this category. 5:58.
Stop rowing and prepare for the
for
start.
a world record in the lightweight under 17 from Moritz Wolf of Germany.
Sit ready. Attention.
And they're off. This is the under 17 lightweights, 75 kilograms. Again, many of these under 17s, this is their first race ever. So we'll watch to see how well they can pace, how well they've been trained for this kind of racing. We have some new schools in this field now that we've moved into men's racing. We have Eden High School, Upper Canada College, St. Mary's School, Don Rowing Club, Notre Dame College School, Hanlon Boat Club, Westdale Secondary, E.L. Crosley. And in the next flight, it includes Ridley College, Lakeshore Catholic, Ottawa Rowing Club, Canisius High School from Buffalo, Kingston Rowing Club, Cambridge Rowing Club, and Grimsby Secondary. A huge variety of different schools. Again, these races are all being streamed live for those of you who want to get online. .600 meters gone, and it's Owen Kudrikis from Eden High School in the lead. By now they've settled into the rates. You notice these guys, they're a wide range of stroke rates, anywhere from 25 up to maybe 31. But these guys are rowing a lot more controlled rate. They know it's a long race. They're trying to get close to that 7-minute or break 8-minute mark. So we can see that Owen Kudrikis is sitting at about a 148, 149. So he's trying to break that 7:15 mark. They're all trying to get as close as they can to that 7-minute mark eventually. But that's pretty tough at the under 17 level, especially these lightweights. And we're going to have to wait for the second medal ceremony group. That'll be all the under 17 medals will be presented at the same time. So this is that third Magic 500 where they're trying to really stay solid throughout the race. Still all of them sitting now. You notice the rates are a lot more controlled. They're pacing themselves. Some of them just trying to break that 8-minute mark here. That magic number for a lot of guys when they start off. Owen Kudrikis still holding on to that lead from Eden High School in St. Catharines. Remember, there are 2 flights of this race, so we'll see how that stacks up in the second flight. I think now he's adjusted his time. He's sitting more in the 150 range. So he's looking more like about a 7:30, 7:25. Let's see what he can do now in this last few hundred meters. That's Ethan Engel in second right now from Notre Dame. And Mark Whitaker from Hanlon in third place right now. Here they go for the big finish. $7:11.1. Look how much they've dropped that split in the final finish. A lot of these rowers will save it for the last 10 strokes or so, and then you'll just see them blast out for the finish. Let's see what they can do in these big finishes. Look how much they're dropping their split now at the finish. And let's cheer them on in, these last competitors. That's Cameron Holohan from St. Mary's. Big finish here. Congratulations, that's the first flight of the under 17 lightweight boys.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, sure. Because the concession stand used to be open here and it's not. So, and there's two and then I don't have anybody else.
Okay, thank you. For those of you that are looking for the concession stands, it used to be in a different location. So there are 2 concession stands with pizza and yogurt and fruit and coffee and other beverages. They're by aisle 15 and 16 or 11 and 12. So they're down at the what I call the other end than you're used to. And just another reminder about the medical coverage. We want to make sure that if you have any problem, you will let the Sky Medical people know to look for you and to keep an eye on you. No, it's just they're distracting to everybody.
Okay, great.
Okay,
So
so
12:15.
so how are you going to do this pace boat?
Come on, Michael.
How is it
Not
going to
world
be?
records.
No, how is it going to be on screen?
It chases the boat. It goes higher. So if you go forward, it's behind. It's a different color. It's gonna be a different color.
Okay, okay. So as long as I know what time it's using.
Okay. Okay. Well, you're gonna give me the time so you know what it is.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Oh, you were looking for my results. Okay, under 19 lightweight.
12:15 event. Under women's lightweight under 19.
Winning time last year, 7:38.5.
Yeah. Time last year.
38.5.
Got it?
Okay.
Okay.
Under 19 girls last year, 6:58.5. Nobody's going to be close.
8.5.
Yep.
Okay.
Under 19
Time last year.
lightweight, yes.
Number men's lightweight under 19.
Yep, 6:32.1.
Okay.
And open weight, 6:13.6. 13.
3 minutes to start. 3 minutes.
Good enough? You want more?
Well, let's keep going if we got time.
Yep, sure. Under 23 light women, 7:25.5. Under 23 women, 7:05.5. 0. Under 23 light men, 6:16.2. Under 23 men, 5:56.1.
Pivot, Mike Lilly. Pivot.
Open light women,
Scotty, focus on you.
oh, I already did that, 7:05. And you put it here, because that's a mixture. Okay.
Scotty, focus
Open
on
light
you.
women, 7:22.8.
Nod your head, Newt.
Open women, 6:51.0.
Training's been
Now
good,
that's in the
buddy.
same
Get
race.
there early.
It's in the same race. Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
women.
yeah, it's in the same race.
Right. So give me that one again. Women.
6:51.0. Okay, light men.
Yep.
6:16.9. Same race, 5:56.9.
Okay, that's it.
That's it.
That's it. Thank you very much. Okay, you're on.
I can say I got the entire set of results if you want. Okay, now we're moving into the under 17 and lightweight and heavyweight race. So you'll notice different colored boats again. The yellow, those are the lightweights. They're on ergs number 1 through 13. Then number 16 through 29, those are the open weight category. We only have 18 in the men's open category. So when you're watching the races, up through 32, when you're watching the races in this one, know that the winner of the red boats is the winner of the category. So the top three are the top
Stop rowing and prepare for the start. Sit ready. Attention.
You'll notice the start is a variable pause, which is what is done also on the water. It's computer generated and it's a variable pause. Another reminder also that there is free massage from Bryan College. If you stop on over there, you can loosen up after your race or before your race. Various vendors to visit: Regatta Sport, On Sport Apparel, which is the official shirts, Canuck Rowing, Row House, and Skull House. And we're starting to see a lot of our university representatives here doing their recruiting. So if you've got any questions about university, look for those people here. So in the under 17 open category, last year's winner is Matthew Hansen from Upper Canada College. He is back, hoping to repeat in his winning in this race. He is on erg number 24. Last year's winning time, 6:45.1, and he won by only 3.5 seconds. We have 18 competitors in the under 17 boys, and the remainder of the racing and the yellow boats, that's the under 17 lightweights. So we're going to see how these rowers have paced themselves now as they come into that second 500 meters. A lot of these stroke rates, you know, are a lot more consistent, a lot more steady. And starting off in front, that's Liam Berner from Grisby Secondary School on the far lane, number 32. Just behind him from Cambridge, that's Andy Colishaw. And behind them, moving up now, is Matthew Hansen, last year's winner of this event from Upper Canada College.
Let's go, Michael!
In the lightweight race, it's Effie Tandriverdi from Ridley College in the lead. Just behind him is Carl Edelman, also of Ridley College. And behind them is number Scott Nusatelli of E.L. Crosley. But a tight race still as they come towards the 1,000-meter mark, that halfway point.
That's it, Michael! Come on!
Liam Benner still holding on to that slight lead. Hansen moving up now into second. It's two Ridley College rowers in the lead in the lightweight race. Let's see if they can beat the time from that first heat. .711.1 is the time to beat in the lightweight race. Second was 7:31. Third was 7:35. Those are the times to beat. Let's see if anybody in this second flight can beat those times. In the open, it is still Liam Benner holding on to a lead with Hansen in second, Collishaw third, and now Max Wyatt of Westdale in fourth place. Wyatt Stoffman in fourth. Approaching the last 500 meters.
Doing good, man. Doing good.
Your kid here on Tim didn't make weight.
Okay.
It's all right, he rose anyway, and then his time just gets shorter.
Try to see where we're at in terms of
Michael, let's go.
that entertainment thing. The next race will be our para race.
Keep going. That's it, Michael. Keep going.
That's the next race. And here they go, last 250. Benner holding on to first from Grimsby.
Come on.
I'm not sure I like their
Yeah, let's go. Good job.
format they're doing for the
Keep
time
going.
stuff. They don't update.
Keep going.
Scratches all marked off. It's supposed to be done up there, so they know. They should know.
Got it.
Yeah, but those votes are still there.
Keep going. Attaboy. Come on.
Here they go into the finish. It's Grimsby, 6:31.
That's it. Attaboy, go, Michael, go. Come on. Push. Push it. That's it.
And look at that finish from Scott Nusatelli.
Good job, Michael.
So those lightweight times will all be added into that first flight. It looks as though we have some medals from this second flight from Nusatelli, Tan Riverdi, and Jansen. We'll see when the medals come out. And in the open weight, it looks as though Grimsby, Liam Benner led from start to finish, with Hansen, last year's winner, in second place, and Collishaw in third. We'll wait for those results to be printed. Remember, results are not only being printed and posted down at the far end, they are also being put online. Just like the result, the time team has got live racing for those of you who want to watch, or tell your parents they can watch from home. All over the world, they can watch this racing. Now we're really moving into the inspirational races. These are the para racers. Para, previously called adaptive. And it is awesome to see how these people can do what they can do. In lanes 1 and 2, we have our LTA, which is called legs, trunk, and arms. We have 2 competitors. James Heberlein from West Side is back to see if he can win again. On erg number 20, we have our arms and shoulder competitor, David Ines. He represented Canada at the recent Invictus Games in Sydney, Australia. Served Canada's military and raced in Toronto the previous year at the Invictus Games. Over on erg number 32, from Sudbury Rowing Club, we have our female para rower, LTA, legs, trunk, and arms, Amanda Proven. They raced 2,000 meters, just like everybody else. Now, the world record for the para LTA men from France is an amazing 6:22.4. For the arms and shoulders, and you can imagine, arms only, arms and shoulders only, the world record is under 8 minutes. Scott James from Great Britain. Last year we had no competitors in that field. And the world record for the women's LTA, 7:57. No, qualifying time, 7:45.5. From France, Audrey Baltier. So we're going to see some impressive display of guts and determination from these 4 rowers. Officials, this is a good chance for you to do any cleanup you need to, because following this race, we're going to be moving into the exciting 1,000-meter races for the Coxswain men and then the novice race. And following those races, we will have our midday halftime show at Center Stage, which is the hip-hop dance performance from Unity Charity. They use hip-hop to improve young people's lives, creating healthier communities across Canada, and they empower youth with the confidence and skills for success. So make sure we are here to cheer on our halftime show today at Center Stage, Unity's hip-hop dance performance. For those that competed in the women's under-17 races, our medal presentation will be following this para race. So could we make sure that our medalists in the under-17, Kristen Till, Bella Turchak, and Grace Weaver in the under-17 lightweight, and Elena Sati, Maddie Prince, and Riley Wake will be coming to the awards area for a presentation ceremony following this para race. Find one of the volunteers in yellow to check in, please, when you come. Don't forget, those looking for food, the concession stands are on the concourse level by aisles 15, 16, or 11 and 12. They've got pizza and yogurt and fruit and coffee and other beverages. It's also a good chance to stop and get your items from the vendors or check out all the goods they've got. So in this race, on lanes 1 and 2, we have our LTA or PR3 competitors, legs, trunk, and arms. Lane 1 is James Heberline, last year's winner of the event from Westside Rowing Club. And in lane number 2 from Sudbury Rowing Club, it's Alexander Martel. They've been moved over to the far side, sorry.
We are ready for the start. Rowers setting up.
And looks as though they're off. This is the 2,000 meter race for the para competitors. As I said, now moved over. 17 and 18 are legs, trunk, and arms. You can see how they use the legs. Now, Alex Martel is only 16 years old, so actually going to be a world record no matter what he does. And then on erg number 20, that's 17, that's James Heberline. Number 20 are arms and shoulders. As you can see, he's just using the arms and shoulders. That's David Ines, the one who represented Canada in the recent Invictus Games. And then way over on erg number 32, that's Amanda Proven from Sudbury. She is a legs, trunk, and arms. And this is an opportunity to mention that there is world racing in these para events. We are always looking for competitors who would be classified to fit into these categories. It can be a physical disability. It can be a visual disability. There are many different explanations for the different categories. Canada is always looking for competitors who may fit these categories. We want to get medals at the World Championships, and if we can find more good athletes, think what we can do. Our legs, trunk, and arms men's pair won the World Championships last year with a blind rower in the boat. So it's amazing what can happen for these rowers, and it motivates them to be even more, not only competitive, to be more fit, to be more positive in life. So here they are, 500 meters in already. It's Heberline in the lead, last year's winner, but not far behind him is the youngster, Alex Martel. Then behind them, it's Amanda Proven from Sudbury, our legs, trunk, and arms female rower. And in fourth place, just using those arms and shoulders, that's Dave Ines. Check out how impressive these people are. Now, the race following this, by the way, is the Coxswain race, a 1,000-meter Coxswain race. That'll be next. Again, a reminder, the women's lightweight and open weight under 17 medals will be presented following this race. If you could make sure you come over and check in with the officials in the awards area. I see Leander, one of the red people.
Yeah, I'm going to ask him.
Yep.
Are we getting the young men now?
Yeah, they're just coming.
Here's event 35 and 6.
Yep. Thanks. Maybe can we do
Men lightweight under 17.
Yeah, perfect.
Can we do the men's medals after the next race? How about that?
Okay,
So we've got a
sounds
plan. And the politician here.
Mike's doing it again.
Mike who? Okay. Here they are through the 1,000-meter mark. It's Heberlein holding on to that lead. But look at the splits. Martel is right behind him, just 29 meters. Let's see who can use their consistent endurance, their technique. Watch how well these guys row. They are amazing role models for all of us. 1,000 meters gone for Amanda Proven. .26 meters still separating first and second in the legs, trunk, and arms men's race. That's Sudbury and Westside Rowing Club. Westside's from Buffalo, New York. Sudbury from up in Sudbury, of course. Sudbury has a very strong para program with an excellent coach up there. 21 meters, and they're coming towards the 500 to go. Let's see if Martel can do it. He's got youth on his side, only 16 years old. And again, a reminder, we're going to do the medals for the under 17 girls following this race. So please come and check in. That's Kristen Till, Becca Durkachak, Grace Weaver, Elena Sate, Maddie Prince, and Riley Wake. Please check in with the awards people in yellow. And here they are, last 250. Martel still 8 meters behind. Can we cheer him on? Can he do it? 6 meters behind. Look at that split down to 143. 4 meters, 3 meters. He's going for it. Come on, Martel. Come on, Alex. And he's moved into first. What a great performance from our young para rower here. What a great race for this event. He's got to finish it off. 146. Look at this result. That's going to be a world record. 7:15. And now, let's cheer on Amanda Proven. our LTA female over on erg number 32. And David Imes on number 20 with the arms and shoulders. Try to stay strong with those arms, taking with those long, straight arms. And here comes Amanda. She's bringing her split down. It just jumped from 22 down to 16. And here she goes, last 250 meters. Let's see what she can do. Quick legs, strong arms, good body swing. Last 180 meters. And look, the split is still coming down, 2:11. This shows good pacing. Here she goes, last 15 strokes. 2:10 now. Look at that split just dropping every stroke. Awesome. Fantastic. Look at that finish she's doing. Better and better every stroke. And she broke that 9-minute mark. Awesome. And now here comes Dave Imes. He's into the last 400 meters. You notice how he takes it with those arms nice and straight and then just yanks back. Now he's fitted with a special seat that makes it so that he can't move his legs. It's a special, and he trains this way. Can you imagine training like that every stroke for an hour for a long distance row? How hard that's got to be, how strong he's got to be. I'm just trying to keep it going. Do we have everybody here? No. Who are we missing?
Can you call down Grace Weaver?
Still looking for Grace Weaver and Maddie Prince, Maddie of Branksome, and Elena Sati of Don Rowing Club. Please come for the medal area. We're about to do the medal presentations for the under 17 girls. And here he comes, 250 meters to go. He represented Canada in the recent Invictus Games down in Sydney, Australia, as well as serving Canada's military in the past. And look at that, he's doing the finish.
So Alan Morrow's going to be doing the medals for the under 17.
Okay, got it.
Thank you.
I can bullshit that one easy.
Where's the next race, the Coxswain race? Is it right there?
Yeah, right there. So male to here.
I don't have any.
I hear you doing medals. Yes.
I would have dressed nice.
I'm in charge of the medals. I'm in charge of announcing.
Well, just say El Moro. Don't get too carried away.
Sure. Look at this performance. 75 meters to go. Look at that job. Good job for Dave Imes. We're thanking him for his performance, for his service to Canada's military, for his amazing job here in this race. Woohoo! Innes. Well, I was wondering.
It's close.
Okay, now we're getting ready for those medals. That was amazing to watch our para rowers. Starting off with the women's under 17 lightweights. We had 47 competitors. In third place from Don Rowing Club, Kristen Till. In second place, from Leander Boat Club, Bella Durchak. And in first place, winner of the under-17 lightweight women from Grimsby Secondary School, Grace Weaver, with a time of 7:51.9. The next race will be the Coxie race. It's a 1,000-meter race. Medals are being presented by Al Morrow, many-time national team coach for Canada, winner of a World Coach of the Year award, who's recently retired. So coming onto the ergs for the 1,000-meter race is the Coxon group. On ergs 1 to 8, we have the men Coxons. Then on ergs number 19 through 32, we have the female Coxons. The next set of medals will be for the under-17 women. We had 34 competitors. In third place, from Dawn Rowing Club, Elena Sati. In second place, from Branksome Hall, Maddie Prince. And in first, from Dennis Morris Catholic High School, Riley Wake, with a time of 7:40.3. Following this Coxon race will be our medal presentations for the under-17 boys. We will be looking for Jake Henry Jansen, FA10 Riverity, and Scott Nusatelli in the lightweight race, and Andy Colishaw, Matthew Hansen, and Liam Benner in the open weight race. Medals for the under-17 men will be following this Coxon's race. Last year in the Coxon men's race, we had 8 competitors, and we have 8 again this year. The winner last year was from McMaster, Joseph Tuffner, with a 3:31.6. That's a 1:45 average. That's pretty darn good. In the Coxon's women's race, we have 10 competitors. Last year was 19. And last year's winner was Geneviève Desorma, can't read my writing, from the University of Guelph, with a time of 4:08. We'll see how good these Coxons are this year.
Stop rowing and prepare for the start.
Remember, this is a 1,000-meter race.
Sit ready. Attention.
So this is a chance for everybody to cheer for the people who cheer for them. So the Coxswain definition, they have to have coxed a race. So you notice that they're all what I call little skinny people. They don't have the mass and the bulk that some of these other people have. So let's see how they're doing. Last year's winner from the men was Joseph Tufner, and he's on erg number 4, and he is still in the lead. On the women's side, it's Tiara from Branksome Hall in the lead. But right behind her is Sienna Zona. The race following this, by the way, is the junior men and women novice race. Following this race will be our medal ceremony. We're looking for F.A. Tan Riverity and Jake Henry Jansen of Lakeshore Catholic. Please go to the medal area. And here they come into the last 250. It's last year's men's winner in the lead, Joseph Tufner. Followed by Mark Teeter from University of Guelph. And James Doyle. Two seconds faster than last year for Joseph Tufner. And here come the women to the finish. Sienna Zona. Let's cheer them on in. The last couple still coming in. For those rowers who can finally cheer for their coxswains, this is a real treat, because normally they don't get to see the coxswain in pain and working as hard as they work. Trying to keep organized. It's not easy around here. We're going to start off with the under 17 boys open weight medals. We had 14 competitors. In third place from Cambridge Rowing Club, Andy Colashaw. In second place from Upper Canada College, Matthew Hansen. And in first place from Grimsby Secondary School, Liam Benner with a time of 6:31.2. Medals are being presented by Michelle Darville, many-time national team coach, coach of the under-23 women, who, by the way, have won the World Championships for the last year in the 8. Congratulations to our under-17 open weight men's race. Coming on the ergs next is the junior men and women novice category. This is our last race before the lunchtime demonstration or show, our halftime show by the hip hop dance performance. So we're going to see junior novice men on ergs 1 through 6. Then ergs 11 to 32 are the novice women. Now the novice category is also an age category. It's the under 15, I believe. So these are really the novice rowers. They are also doing 1,000 meters, ages 13 to 15. Did you drop something there? So last year, the junior novice women winner was Elena Sati, who we just had getting a medal in the lightweight under 17. And the winner of the junior novice men was Emerson Miller, unaffiliated. We only have 6 competitors in the junior novice men. Last year was 16.
3 minutes to start. 3 minutes.
No, sorry. So this is a 1,000 meter race. Junior novice, 13 to 15 years old. Last year's winner on the women's side was 3:53.9, which is about a 1:58. And last year's winner of the men was 3:19.5.
1 minute to start.
Coach from Buffalo Scholastic, we want you to come over to assist one of your rowers right in the medical area. Buffalo Scholastic. Your Coxie is not happy. I guess that's Canisius. So following this race is our halftime show. A chance for you to run off and grab some food. Quick now so you can watch this
Stop
amazing
rowing
hip-hop
and prepare
performance.
for the start.
we would like to have the medal presentations for all of the para rowers. Everybody, please come towards the medal area. We'd like to do the awards following this race. The para rowers, please come to the awards area.
Sit ready. Attention.
And here they go, the 1,000 meter race for these under 15s, or under 16s. These are the future rowers for us. These are the soon-to-be grade 9, 10, 11, 12s that will be doing well. So this is a chance to watch. 1,000 meters, they're going to blast out. Some of them are going to pace themselves. Some of them are going to go out really hard and hang on for dear life. For some of them, this is a chance to really work on that pacing that they're working on. They've been learning all winter long. Right now, it looks like Patrick Marr from Eon Crosley in the lead, followed by Matthew Jinks. Those two battling it out with 550 meters to go. And on the women's side, it's our Havergon competitors dominating right now. Just a reminder, the medal presentations for the para races will be next. Looking for all of the para competitors. Martel, Heberline, Innes, and Proven. And here they come into that last 100 meters on the men's side. And last 170 meters on the women's side, it's Wall and Ferguson. And here come the women towards the finish. What a battle round between Wall and Ferguson. And Ottawa in the lead. Emma O'Brien. Chloe Cook. Madeline Laureate. systems. I'm having trouble with the computer. Yeah, okay, and I'll re-announce it.
Yeah,
Just so.
'cause this is a new guy.
Yeah. Okay, going to re-announce these results. It seems that somebody hadn't made weight when we gave out the results of the lightweight race. Now the third place finisher from E.L. Crosley is Michael Lilly. Second, Jake Henry Jansen. And first, Scott Nusatelli. That's the lightweight under 17. We had to adjust the medals because somebody had not made weight and they were put in the wrong category. In the under 17, the results open weight, the results do stand. It is still Colashaw third, Hansen second, and Benner in first. And medals are being presented by Michelle Darville, many-time national team coach and gold medalist for Canada and Germany as well. Competed in the single and double and had phenomenal results over the years as a sculler as well as a coach. You're good? You're good? And our next medal presentations will be for the para events. As the hip hop artists get ready for their presentation. Starting off in the para M men's PR3 or legs, trunk, and arms. We had two amazing competitors who had a great race. In second place from West Side Rowing Club, James Heberline, last year's winner. And in first, Alexandra Martel, or Alex. Okay. Okay, we're switching. Switching to our PR1 competitor, our arms and shoulders, Dave Innes, with a time of 11:43, and medals are being presented by Carol Purser, the president of Rowing Canada. She's been actively involved with Rowing Canada and a committed member of the rowing community for over 20 years. And she has been president of the CSSRA, the high school championship, which many of these competitors are heading towards. I can see them luckily. Now we're going to the PR3 men's race with James Heberline, the silver medalist from Westside, and Alexander Martel from Sudbury in first with a 7:15.4. Great racing in the Para LTA event. They pushed each other to beat last year's winning time by over 10 seconds. The young and the older, 16 years old, amazing beginning to his rowing career. And the last of our medals in the para events, in the women's PR3, legs, trunk, and arms, from Sudbury Rowing Club, Amanda Proven, with a time of 8:59.3. Congratulations, Amanda. What a start to your rowing career. people that don't have clubs and stuff. Why? I feel like an idiot. So this is when the officials all run upstairs and grab their lunch.
And if we could have the Unity Charity Hip Hop performers come to center stage. We have a halftime show starting right away. Hip hop performers to center stage from Unity Charity.
So I think this is your.
Where's hip hop going to be? Right there.
I don't know.
Where are they?
I don't know. Oh, you've already made. Look at all your notes. Okay.
Well, I tried to.